is everybody? I'm back once again with another hair tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how I achieve these Teyana Taylor inspired faux locks. Alright, before we get started, I have to acknowledge my new backdrop. Let me know what you think. I have my new signage. It says Jasmine Define. I know it's kind of hard to tell that it says Jasmine Define because I didn't really consider the fact that these are actual mirrors so that the light would be bouncing off of it and hence it being blown out. But overall, let me know what you guys think. I also have my little palmisha, my palm tree over here in the corner. She almost died on me, y'all, but I brought her back and now she's looking real lush. So let me know what you think of my new backdrop. You know, I wanted to kind of upgrade, do something other than the usual, just plain pink background. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And now let's get to the tutorial. All right, so I have already braided up my hair. These parts are not neat at all. One thing I love about her style is that it's very natural looking, so I didn't want my roots to be too sleek. So honestly, all I put on my hair was grease, and that was mostly on the ends. I didn't apply anything to my roots, so as you can see, they are a little swollen looking. Like I said, not super sleek and shiny because that's what I'm going for. Also, you'll notice that my parts aren't perfect. Honestly, I use my fingers, like my nails, for the most part to part it, and when I got to the thicker part of my head, I did use the comb. For this style, I am using this Jamaican twist braid from Equal. This is the extra long. And for the ends, I'm using this beach curl from Free Tress. All right, so the first thing you want to do for your lock is to determine how long you want it to be. And I did this using the curly hair, AKA the Free Tress hair. So I took a piece and I split it in half, and then I just kind of like moved them around and made one piece slightly longer than the other, and that'll be the piece that'll hang out from the bottom of your lock. I hope this is making sense. So I just decide how long I want my lock to be, and I use that long piece of curl to determine how long it's gonna be. Now I'm taking my crochet hook and inserting it under my braid, opening the latch, placing the hair inside, closing the latch, and pulling it through. Then I'm gonna take the loop and I'm gonna tie this off twice. So I'm pulling the loose hair as well as my natural hair through the loop once, twisting the loop, and then pulling my natural hair and the end of the hair through the loop a second time. Next, I'm gonna take the kinky hair or the Jamaican twist braid, and I'm gonna crochet one piece of that under the braid. And you don't have to tie this off. I just pull one side all the way through. Next, I'm taking a second piece of the kinky hair and I am back combing it. The goal here is to make it kind of frizzy, and that's gonna help give it more of a natural look. I don't want too much of that wave that's in it. I want it to be frizzy, messy, very like boho natural looking. And I'm gonna use this piece to start wrapping it around. For this particular lock, you'll see I pulled a little curl out just to add a little flair to the style, just to mix it up. Most of the locks I didn't do that, but anywhere you wanna add a curl, that's how you do it. You just pull it out and then wrap underneath the curl to lock it in. See, I'm just gonna wrap this all the way down to the length that I want. And now that I'm at the end, I've run out of that second piece of kinky hair. I'm gonna take the kinky hair in the middle and just start wrapping that upward. Now if the hair is too thick, I'm gonna show you guys a method on how to thin it out so you get more of a tapered look, but I'm gonna show you that a little later. And here's the finished lock. And really quick, I'm just gonna show you a closer look so you guys can really see what I'm doing here. All right, you'll notice that my locks get kind of thin, especially towards the middle or the end. I did expect them to be thicker than that. If you want your locks to be thicker than what you see here, just add more hair to the middle, and that should give it more width. Also, my parts were really big, especially in the back, which I noticed her parts are pretty big too, but I think I just didn't add enough hair, so you live and you learn. All right, as I said, sometimes the hair at the end might be a bit thick and it results in the lock not looking as tapered and natural as it should. You really want a tapered look on the lock so that the kinky hair transitions into the curly hair seamlessly. So here's what you do to achieve that. So first I'm gonna unravel this thick one. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a small piece of the kinky hair, and with the rest of the kinky hair, I'm just gonna pull it up. Just pull it straight up, and then I'm gonna wrap the smaller piece around it. And this is gonna give you that taper look. It's kind of awkward to do, especially right now with me trying to film it. But yeah, you'll get the gist of it once you try it out. And if you get to the point where you've reached the end of that smaller piece, you can just add hair to it as you go. But just add a little hair at a time until you get to the point where it's okay for it to be thicker. See how I've run out of hair there? I'm just gonna add some from that piece sticking out, just a little bit. I'm gonna combine them, and then I'm just gonna continue to wrap upward. A lot of people ask me how I prevent my faux locks from unraveling, but honestly, I don't really have an issue with unraveling. Once you like wrap it down and then at the end wrap it back up, that pretty much locks it in. If, however, you feel like your locks may unravel or you've had experience with them unraveling, of course you can like take a lighter and just lightly burn it and roll it between your hands, or you can dip it in hot water, like boiling hot water, to try to lock it in. But for me, I don't really have that issue. So now we have more of a tapered, natural look. That's all I have for you guys in this one. If you like this style, if you found this helpful, make sure you give me a thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell. That's very important so you don't miss the next video. Until next time.